God.
This is Minion Talk with D&G. I am Davis.
And I'm Griffin.
Good job.
Awesome. That was awesome. Welcome to Movie Talk with D&D. I'm Dwayne.
I'm David.
And we're just two best friends talking about movies. Tonight's movie is, kids, what's the name of the movie?
Minions.
Minions, that's right. Our guest co-hosts are Drew Downs, who does all of our graphic work, and his son, Griffin. Say hello, Drew and Griffin.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. And David has his son with us tonight, Davis. Hello, Davis.
Hi.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Davis, how old are you? I believe you are the older of the two children.
I am 11.
11. Oh my gosh, you're a preteen. Wow. Griffin, how old are you, Griffin?
6.5.
6.5.
Gotta make sure you get that half in there.
That's right. You gotta make sure you get that half in there. So thank you for listening tonight. We all just saw the Minion movie, not at the same time. We live in all over the world apart from each other. As you know, David and I have two podcasts. This one, Movie Talk with D&D, and the one that started it all, Survivor Talk with D&D, all at our website, mtwdd.com or stwdd.com. Our next Movie Talk episode is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. That's going to be good. All right, a quick shout out to our newest D&D patron, Michelle. Thank you for your monthly support through Patreon. We really appreciate it. Let's talk about the movie. So,
where'd you get that music from? What is that music?
That would be the Minion March.
I've
Did
never
you
heard
like
it
it?
before.
Yes, you have.
I liked it for about 12 seconds. Then about 48 seconds. I was getting kind of redundant.
And then about 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
All right, I see how y'all are.
Is that what?
I see
is
how
it
y'all
played?
are.
Oh, okay. Davis recognized it, so it's good. You're
Did you
okay.
recognize it?
What?
The music. No.
Griffin, did you recognize that as being Minion music?
You did?
Yes.
Yes, he did. See, David, you're
Play some
totally out of it.
Beatles tunes for him, and then he'll recognize me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so kids, we want to get your thoughts on the movie. Davis, do you want to start, and maybe Griffin will respond?
That means you start talking. What'd you think of the movie?
Want to tell him what you thought of the movie? Let Davis go first.
Thought the movie was a bit longer. Would be a bit longer.
You thought it was too short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need more Minion into it.
Need more Minion in the Minion movie?
Yeah. Did you think it was too short, Griffin? Sorry.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. What was?
Liked it.
Did you like how long it was? Did you want it to be longer?
Yes.
You did. I wanted to watch it again.
I bet. Hey, I have an idea, Drew.
What's that?
Y'all switch ears on your microphone, on your headsets. Then the microphone will be in between y'all,
You take this
instead of close to you and further away from him.
one.
And plus, y'all can.
That way I'm
that
not.
would go. It would go in your left ear then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I'll be able to hear him better. All
There we
right,
go.
so how about we just, dads, get your kids to talk. Ask them about the movie.
All right, so I'll ask him, of the three Minion movies, I'll ask you and Griffin, which one is your favorite and which one is your second favorite? So I didn't want to tell you this because I wanted to get your fresh response. Or if you're stuttered, you can let Griffin answer first. All right, he's pointing to Griffin. Remember, we can't do physical signs.
This is an audio podcast.
This is very much the animated person, but not the vocal person.
So which
All right,
movie
Griffin.
did you like the most?
The third one.
The third one.
Oh.
Why'd you like the third one more than the other two?
I liked it.
What parts did you like? Is it because it was more Minions?
No, because it was funny.
Because it was funny?
Did you find
That's a good reason.
the third one the best one for you?
The Minions?
Of all three Minion movies. Despicable Me, Despicable Me 2, and the Minion movie. Which one's your favorite?
I'd say number 2.
Number 2?
Really? I'm going to say number 1 for me. Despicable Me is still the best of all of them to me.
Mm-hmm.
How about you guys?
Well, for me, it's definitely number 2. Because I like the bad guys, and there wasn't enough bad guys in the third movie.
Really? The whole third
There
movie
wasn't
is
enough
evil
story.
people.
I know, but there wasn't anything behind those evil people. That's why I like number 2, because I thought the Nacho Libre guy was awesome. I thought he was funny, and I thought what he did was really good. 1 was good, too, because I like number 1, but I just thought number 2 was really good.
About fishing.
It's great having little kids on the podcast, isn't it?
I think I like number 2 better too. 2 better too. I feel like 3 was lacking some of that. Like David was saying, some of that villainous
All right.
that 1 and 2 gave us.
Yeah, we
know,
we can critique it more later, but yeah, that's what I agree with.
All right. So, kids, I'll just go ahead and ask you, what was your what part of the movie made you laugh the most? Was there a part of the movie that you think was the most funny?
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of a
Funniest.
scene that's making me laugh right now. So it's my turn. I've got my scene ready.
All right. So we'll start with Griffin. Griffin, what scene made you laugh the hardest?
When
Speaking.
one of the minions said banana and the girl said banana after.
Oh yeah.
when the bad girl went banana.
Yes.
We
That
love
was a
part.
funny part. How about you, Davis?
Don't really have one. They're all funny.
Well, tell me a
You had to
funny
pick
scene
one.
then.
Because you laughed a lot.
They're
out
not
loud.
all funny.
So which ones do you remember?
Da, 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 da. Every time Davis is about to talk,
This is kind of like how we used to start podcasting. When you
I'll
would
just
ask me a
play
question
music.
and I wouldn't answer for like 5 minutes.
I'll just play music to fill the dead air.
He didn't come back to me.
All right, he said come back to him.
My favorite scene of all was when they gave Stuart the guitar, the awesome, extra awesome ukulele, and he jammed on it and then broke it all to pieces. I love that scene.
I should have went first.
Oh yeah, that one was great.
Then he
That
took
was-
the globe.
And then he took the globe. That's right, Griffin.
Oh man, that was my scene.
Oh,
Because I love it when his hand goes back and he just takes the globe.
Yeah.
I'll take the globe.
Just give me the glove.
Now, did y'all see it in 3D, in real D 3D? Did
No.
everybody see it in 3D?
Mm-mm.
We
Sadly.
did. We saw it in
I
2D.
did. I saw it twice in 3D.
Was it
Did you
worth it?
stay for the whole movie? Did
Yes.
you stay to the very end with the big musical scene?
Yes, we were like one of 4.
I
No,
know
we
the
didn't.
credit.
Once the streaming credits started, we left. We didn't stay for the end.
You
of it.
idiots! Sorry, Davis. Well,
Sorry, you didn't tell us.
yeah, I don't have to tell you. Everybody knows to stay all the way through to the very end of any movie. You never know what's going to happen. You missed a huge, like, 5-minute musical number.
And I'll have it on DVD here, like in 4 months. So
I'm serious, man. You missed an awesome scene. Sorry, Davis, that your father
after-
didn't love you enough.
after I woke up Terry, then we got up and we.
You're pulling it out of my ear.
Not at the end. Not at the end, but earlier on.
Earlier in
She
the
was
movie?
down for the count.
Oh, Davis remembers a funny part. Go, Davis.
I wouldn't say it's kind of in the movie. It's like when the first part in the credits, like those little short parts.
Mm-hmm. The animated parts that show where they came from?
Like after
No.
the movie, they showed like the credits and then go to the short parts.
Oh, yeah, the little clips, during the credit clips.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They went to Gru's house and started drawing pictures on his mom's face.
That's
Right.
the one.
That's his favorite scene. Okay.
Yes. Now, Davis, what did you think of the entire storyline, the whole Minion movie storyline? Were you happy with it?
Did it fit,
Yeah.
did it fit what you thought the Minions, who they were and stuff?
Yeah.
Were they true to the Minions?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. How about you, Griffin? What else do you want to say about the movie? Anything you want. The floor is yours.
What's another favorite part of the movie?
Um,
You were asking a lot about lava in the car. Did the I forget her name. The the bad lady, did she have a lot of lava in her lair? So why'd
yes.
she have so much lava? So I was trying to explain lava lamps on the way home. That's
Oh,
kind of hard to explain.
nice.
The other thing I like that what was it the cop said?
I don't know. Talk loud. What? I can't hear you. Speak up.
The people went on those dogs.
On the dogs. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The last person, he was sliding his legs towards me.
Yes.
They were riding on those little short-legged dogs.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were
yeah, playing polo or
playing
whatever.
polo,
Yeah.
balls.
That was
That was funny.
One, he was just flat on the floor and he went. The man had to do it.
That was very funny.
That was funny.
Yep.
What else did you like? Did you like anything else?
What did you first tell your mom whenever you got home?
I don't know.
Oh.
You were
What-
talking about the man in the phone booth.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
funny
the
face
scary
paint.
part. The zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chainsaw guy. Yeah.
Did that scare
Yeah.
you?
Mm-mm.
No, that didn't scare
Okay.
Griffin.
There was some 3 or 4-year-olds in the theater when I saw it the first time, and they started crying during that whole scene.
In the
When
phone booth?
not just that, but that whole section where the Minions were in danger, especially when the Gill man took Bob.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was scary. That was intense.
Yeah.
Fish lips man. Yep.
Yeah, that was intense. I also like the scene whenever they're in the back seat. I think it's I don't remember which two. It may be Stuart and Kevin are in the back seat and they're fighting over the bazooka. I love that one. And then the
What
bazooka
bazooka?
goes
yeah.
off.
Remember when they're in the back of the car with that family
The bazooka goes off.
and the police are chasing them?
And then after that, they try to fight
The
him.
Yeah, they
bazooka,
fought over it.
almost fired it and it shot the tower down and they crashed.
That's right.
That's right.
And what did the dad do?
He went, who just shot that? And he said, that was great. And then they started fighting over it again.
That's right.
Did you like the part where the guy's drool was coming out of his mouth? when he
Oh,
was
that
sleeping?
was awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you, Dwayne. Sorry, I was talking to the kids. He was like,
That's
Supposed
right.
to be terrible on 3D.
Oh yeah. There was some good stuff in 3D. Y'all like my cup?
Yeah.
yes, like your cup.
I named him Harold. Harold the Minion. I carried him all around Universal.
We need our own minion cup, don't we?
You really do. It's only $16.
What's our name? Our minion is Dave. He's watching from behind.
Oh, I see, Dave. Yep. So, Davis, anything else you want to tell us about the movie?
My second favorite part, I'd say, is the guitar and the snow globe.
Yeah,
All right.
That was really funny.
That seems to be a very popular part.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the early stuff? How about the way they keep killing all of their evil masters?
Poor dinosaur.
Yeah, what happened to the T-Rex?
He fell into the lava.
That's where the lava came from.
Yeah.
Resurrects.
And then who was next after the T-Rex? Who was next?
Caveman.
Caveman. And how did Caveman meet his demise?
He slapped him with a little fly swatter.
I know. I love that one. When they do the fly swatter and it goes on the nose. Flop, 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 flop.
They should make those for that exact reason.
Yes. That was very good.
Bears, that wouldn't work very well.
No, I mean to like have a good feeling on your nose.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been swatted with the fly swatter there, Davis?
You don't want to know.
No. Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, little comedian there, David.
Yeah.
All right, who was after the caveman?
Was it the bear? They ate the caveman?
No, I mean, who did
No,
they
that
go
was
to?
afterward.
Did they go to
Then they-
Egypt after that?
Yeah.
I
No,
think
they
so.
went to the cave.
No, they went. No,
Oh.
that was the last thing they did.
Cave was the last thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're getting to my second funniest part, especially from the trailer. But yeah, the Pharaoh was next.
The Pharaoh
Followed him
was next.
until they got the pyramid directions upside down.
And it fell on everybody.
Wait, wasn't that the first one?
No.
That was
it's
like
not.
the first human after the caveman. That was like the next person, I think.
Oh yeah, we did miss caveman.
No, we
And
talked
then
about-
after the Pharaoh.
was that Napoleon or was it somebody else?
Oh, Napoleon's was hilarious.
Yes.
Griffin, what happened with Napoleon? He's like, who's Napoleon?
The little short man.
With the cannon?
Yep. What happened to him?
They were going to shoot the bad guys, and then one was standing at the top of the cannon, and then it hit down, and then it went. It blasted one of the man's out. Then they
I
just
know where it was aiming.
Then they chased
But
him.
That's right, they did.
And then they chased him. That was awesome.
That part made me laugh out loud in the theater. We were
Yeah.
at the theater watching the trailer at home, and I laughed out loud when Napoleon went flying. I
Yeah.
thought that was
Oh
funny.
yeah, it was great.
Now I think after Napoleon was the cave.
Yeah,
I
That's
guess
where
so.
because Napoleon's people chased him and they ran off to Antarctica to the cave.
Yeah.
I think they started
And then years passed. Oh, how about the little tribute to the fake moon landing?
What about it? What do you mean? What does it mean?
You know, when they're videoing those men in those spacesuits, and they ran in front of the camera and they're like, "Come on!"
Yeah.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That
They're
was for
really on the moon.
that was for we adults.
That's right.
All right. So did you like how Kevin picked Stuart and Bob?
How did he pick Bob? Do you remember that part?
Yeah, he kept going.
And what was Kevin doing?
He picked up an ice thing and it went.
That's what Bob did. That's right. Squished him, didn't it?
Yeah.
I liked how Stuart was picked. Davis, do you remember how Stuart was picked?
Someone else raised his hand for him.
Yeah. I think he was
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah, he was doing something with his guitar and
Yeah. He thought he was performing. What I didn't realize was that Bob is like a little boy minion. Like
Mhm.
a young minion, isn't he? Either that or he's just a really childish minion.
Well, you know what's neat? If you look at Kevin and then Stuart and Bob, and you compare them to Gru's adopted daughters, they're identical. Because Kevin is the tall one, the oldest one, and then Stuart is kind of the wild and crazy one, like the middle daughter, and then Bob is the little immature minion, like the baby youngest daughter.
I didn't notice that.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought everyone knew that to stay till the end and watch that part of the movie.
That wasn't at the end of the movie, David.
I know. I'm sorry.
And even to the point where Bob, just like the little girl always carried the fluffy unicorn, Bob carried the little stuffed animal all the time.
Say hello.
That's right.
Mm.
That's pretty awesome.
It's so
And-
fluffy.
And how about the rat? Was I the only one
Puppy.
expecting the rat to bite Bob? And the next thing you know, he's a pet.
But you know what? I was expecting the rats to come back and help them at some point because
Yeah,
he was
really.
nice to that one rat. I thought the whole swarm of rats was going to come out and help him. and
Yeah.
saving him because that teaches you to be nice to people.
That's right.
What they call him, puppy or pooch? They call him
Nice.
Pooch or something. Yeah,
I
they thought
don't
it was a
know.
little puppy dog.
Something
knows?
like that. Yeah.
Who knows what they called him? Probably Italian. Oh man. So let's see. What other scene can y'all tell us what happened? Did you? Go ahead, Griffin. Was that Griffin or Davis?
I like the end when the girl was running away with the crown and Gru just froze him. Gru froze him.
It was great. We weren't expecting that, were we?
Gru was in the movie?
When he was little.
Oh,
You're
spoiler
kidding.
alert.
My daddy thought it was that man that froze his hand.
At VillainCon, that's right. I did.
Well, that was Dr. Nefario
Yeah.
at the booth.
Oh, that's right.
That was because he had brown hair. And the funny thing is, I saw that. I said, Davis, did you see Dr. Nefario? And he goes, no, I saw Gru.
Yeah.
He said Gru was standing at the booth
Yes,
watching
he
Dr.
was.
Nefario. So I
He
missed
was.
that, but I saw the doctor.
Yeah. And then Gru turns around and you see who it is.
Oh, see, I totally missed that. I was looking at him like, that's him, that's him. So me only finding one person in the picture when I should have seen more than that.
Yeah.
I just saw it as a scientist that froze his hands. And
Yeah. So you didn't see Gru there either? You didn't
No, I
see
didn't
Gru
see
at the Comic-Con thing or the VillainCon thing?
I was
Yeah.
watching his frozen hand.
I saw it.
How promotionally smart was that to have this movie come out the same weekend as Comic-Con?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Even with a very similar eyeball type poster to put up at both
Yes.
events.
Which reminds me, we have to talk about this whole Batman Superman trailer at the end. 'Cause I got some serious problems with it.
What are you talking about?
I have serious problems. Yes, David's wearing a Batman hat and a Superman shirt. Pretty soon, David's going to start beating himself up.
I'll tell you why I'm wearing these two later on when the kids are gone.
All right. So let's see. So you liked whenever Gru did that at the end. So that's the end of the movie, which was pretty awesome because now they found themselves their new master for the next, 42 years
Mhm.
between that movie and and Despicable Me. It's 42 years.
Wow.
After the movie, I just realized that the minions don't age.
Yeah,
That's
I guess you're
right.
right. And they don't.
I wonder
Yeah,
but they
that's right,
must
they don't
duplicate
age.
because there's about 1 billion in Gru's factory when there's only about 100 to come out of the ocean.
All right. Well, we're not going to go there.
They must have a machine. They must have a machine that duplicates each other. Well, they do have one in Universal, where they make humans into minions.
Yes.
So that's what
Dead
we get
right.
All right, kids. Someone explain to me how in the world Bob ended up with the red ruby diamond in his mouth.
I don't know.
Davis asked, or you asked the same question, didn't you? Amongst all that tussle and bustle, he just slipped through, and he did it without realizing, because that's what minions do. They make great mistakes without realizing that they make
That's
them.
right. Did you see the teddy bear in her hand before the great reveal?
Mm-hmm.
I did too. Way to go, Griffin.
He said, I still got a bear? Why do I have a bear?
That's what she said. That's the best way to get Griffin to talk, is to have him act out a scene.
That's right.
That's the best way.
Loves it.
But before she did that, when the whole group got off of her, I saw the bear in her hand. Did y'all
Yeah.
catch that?
Yeah, she was swinging it kind of behind her.
I saw that.
See, I didn't see that.
Yeah, see?
Well,
That's
you kind
why
of
I saw it
expected it.
twice.
Knowing the minions, you kind of expected it.
You knew he was going to end up with it at some
One
point.
of them was going to end up with it, the least likely one, and then you knew she was going to have the bear in exchange.
And then they go to England, which was fun. I wonder if Queen Elizabeth has watched this movie and approved of her likeness. I didn't know she had buck teeth.
I think one of my favorite parts was the little subtle British, like the cops stirring the tea
Yes.
while they're chasing them, and
Yeah.
the overblown British.
Yeah, and the Beatles on Abbey Road walking across
Yes.
the manhole as they try to get out.
Yeah.
My favorite reference there was a sword and a stone. I thought that was really cool.
That was great.
like
And it was
that.
like, what do I do?
He pulled it out to use it.
I don't know if I should mention this or not.
Yes, you should. Go ahead, Davis. You should mention it.
Like in this one part of the movie where they try to get the crown, like Stewart like hypnotizes the 3 guards,
Oh,
and then they do this thing, and I'm like, is this a kids movie?
Oh,
Well,
wait, when all the men were dancing in their underwear?
Yeah.
They could have been wearing undershirts or something. I mean,
David was like, wait a second!
well, we're not going to talk about the hot tub scene, so we'll just leave it at that.
I saw when they took her hats off and they had long hair.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was really funny.
How they hide all that hair up in that hat?
In that little bitty hat.
I love the old man upstairs. And then they...
Yeah.
Go ahead, Griffin. Tell us what was funny about that.
He was on the different way. He didn't see him. They laughed, and then he found it. And he's like, "You think that's funny?" Yeah.
That was awesome. All right, can y'all guess who my favorite character is in the entire movie? I'm going to give each one of you a guess.
Okay, what do you think it is?
And I tell you what, if any one of you get it right, your dad, or you, if you're the dad, get an extra 2 points in the Minion trivia I have for y'all two later on in the show.
Okay.
Who is my favorite character? I enjoyed this character the most.
Was it the barbarian villain? You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, that is your guess, the barbarian
That's
villain.
my guess. What do you think, Griffin? What do you think his favorite character was?
Bob?
All right, that is your guess.
Who do you think?
Stewart.
Okay, that's your guess.
I was thinking Stewart, but I'm going to go with Mr. Overkill because of the way he dressed, the way he built.
What is his name?
It wasn't Herb, was it?
Yes, it was! Ding, 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 ding.
Is that what it was?
Yes, David gets an extra 2 points in our quiz later on.
That's because I know you. I was thinking Stewart. If I'd have gone before Davis, I would have said Stewart, the guitar and the music and everything. But I said, nah, he'd go for somebody way out there.
See, I was trying to
loved
go
him.
not the normal that you'd think of. I was trying to think of side characters.
I understand.
Mm-mm-mm.
I really liked him. I mean, every scene he was in, he wasn't like Mr. Stupid, you know,
Yeah.
and he and his wife had a good relationship. He was smart with his stuff, and I thought he was great. And favorite scene of the whole movie, I love how he went from I'm going to kill y'all and torture y'all to I have an idea, let's have fun. The torture room. And he starts having fun with them in the torture room. That was absolutely phenomenally wonderful.
That was good. He made them
he
likable,
said,
yeah.
And then next he said, "I'm gonna get ya."
Yes.
I think.
That's right. All right. Any other scenes that you boys want to talk about?
Anything else
This
stand
is
out to
Movie
you?
Talk with D&D. This is the quiet time.
Everybody's in timeout.
Anyone?
Oh,
Go ahead.
when Scarlett is like, if I see another one of your faces, I'll get like so mad, and then all the entire family comes in.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's funny because I like the part where she tells the bedtime story that turns into their demise, and Bob's just sound asleep. The other two are holding each other because they're scared to death, but he's sound asleep. That was good. You can see it on his
the
face.
little piggies and the big bad wolf.
Yeah. I liked how big Kevin got. And then whenever Kevin got really giant, you know, I couldn't wait to hear what his voice was going to sound like.
Hello.
Well, I could sympathize with him trying to fit through buildings. You know, when people put tables and chairs too tight, you know, it's just it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, did y'all like the ending? Well, we've already talked about the ending because Gru came to the rescue and stole.
Gru made
the
an
hat.
appearance. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That hat, that crown is seen in the original Despicable Me.
Is it now?
When they're bringing all their money to help so they can afford to steal the moon, they bring the crown.
Wow.
It's in the lower left corner of your TV screen. So how many of y'all watched Despicable Me in preparation?
What's that?
That's the first
No.
Minion movie.
With our kids are still as young as they are, we've seen it about 10 to 15 times already.
See.
Oh yeah,
We-
we
we-
have too.
we're
It's
pretty
always
fresh.
the Minion movie.
But I do want to go back and watch them again now that I know who Kevin and Bob and Stuart are, and just see what part they play in the other two movies.
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
want to do something, but it'll probably take a lot of time.
What?
Like do what Dwayne did, but for each of us.
And what? What's the question?
Oh yeah. Who was your favorite character? Is that what you want to do, Davis?
Okay.
Yeah, but for each of us, but that'll take lots of time.
Hey, that's all we got is time. So you want us to guess your favorite character?
Sure.
I think your favorite character was Bob.
Okay.
Scarlet Overkill.
Mhm.
Griffin, who do you think Davis's favorite character was?
Mm.
Stewart
mm,
or Bob or
Sounds like a
Kevin.
Blade Runner, especially Blade.
I
I
think
know.
You think Kevin?
Kevin.
Okay.
David, you already know, right?
I'm gonna say the useless, abominable snowman.
All right, Davis. Who was it?
Young Gru.
Oh, we were all wrong.
Yeah, told me that.
We were all wrong. All right, Griffin, we're going to try to guess your favorite character. Do you have one?
Mhm.
You do? I'm guessing Kevin.
I'm guessing Bob.
Ooh, I was gonna guess Bob too, but I gotta pick somebody different.
That's why I jumped on mine. I threw mine out there.
I say the T-Rex.
What do you say, Davis? Speak through your thought process because you want Bob and I'll change mine?
Kevin.
Kevin, that's what I said too. All right.
Who's your favorite?
Scarlet.
Oh,
Scarlet! Wow, he goes for the tall brunette.
That's right. And you told me that on the way home. I forgot.
All right. Drew, did you have a favorite character? We will end our time with the boys talking about favorite characters.
Okay.
Did you have a favorite character, Mr. Drew?
I did.
All right. David, you go ahead and guess.
I'm still trying to think of my favorite character.
Exactly. Thanks for picking me first.
This was Davis's idea.
I'm going to say the Queen of England.
Really?
What's this Drew's favorite character? I don't know. I'll leave the minions to the rest of them.
I'm going to guess Stuart.
What do you guys think?
I think Scarlet.
All right, Davis.
The blind man.
Ooh, you got me rethinking my favorite now.
All right.
I'll call it a tie between the blind man and Scarlet.
Awesome. The two little boys got it.
That's
All right, David. Do you have your favorite character?
Of course.
I have no idea who your favorite character. Wait, your favorite character was the three guards.
No. It wasn't the fire hydrants either.
I said
Wait.
the Queen of England.
Queen of England. All right.
What do you think?
I think the boy overkill.
Oh,
Oh, Herb, my favorite character. All right, Davis. You know your dad better than anybody. His favorite character was?
Kevin.
Okay.
All right, David, who was it?
It was Kevin. 'Cause I liked he was the leader, and I like the fact that he took that rocket just to save everybody else. I thought that was pretty cool at the
Yeah,
end.
that was cool. All right, well, kids, I got a couple neat little things for you to hear.
Yay!
I forgot to use that in the podcast.
Ta-da! Ta-da!
And I got this one. Some more laughing. All right, guys. Anything else for the kids before we take on this movie, Man Style?
Got anything else?
Uh-uh.
All right. Griffin, it was wonderful having you on the show. Did you enjoy yourself?
Mhm.
Do you know you have an awesome daddy?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you for coming on, Griffin. Davis, do you have anything else?
Where the family that picks the minions up to go to the villain con, just out of nowhere, put on masks on and get weapons and get out of the car into a bank.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Did you notice the cat?
Yes.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah. I like the one with the sock nose.
Yes.
Yes.
That was
Actually, you know, I don't care if the kids hang around, and obviously they can hang around and put in their own 2 cents if y'all want them to. It's up to y'all. You are their dads.
It's up to you. Do you want to stay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to do the quiz with the kids because I
Okay.
don't think I'm gonna know all
All
the
right.
answers to your quiz.
All right. Well, I really like the movie. I must admit, I saw it twice. I bought tickets early last week, so I could have really good seats at the Monaco. And one thing I like about the Monaco, I know Drew and Griffin saw it at the Monaco also, is when you buy your tickets, you pick your seats in the theater.
That's right.
So which is what's cool about that is every seat may be taken, but people are together because they all bought their tickets together. So there's none of these people walking in 5 minutes into the movie arguing over if there's a seat and asking you to scoot over and stuff like that. So the Monaco was pretty awesome. I saw it with my family, and I was disappointed. I really didn't like it very much, and I was thinking, I don't even want to do this podcast. Man, I wish we hadn't chosen Minions. It wasn't all that great. And so I thought, well, I'm going to see it again. So I went by myself this afternoon here in Athens, and I laughed more. I enjoyed it more. I think what it was the first time I saw it. I mean, I love the Minions so much that I think that I got myself really hyped up over it, and I was disappointed because it wasn't all that I had hyped it up to be. And then the second time, I was a little more relaxed, and I just chilled, and I enjoyed it more. So
That makes sense.
yeah, it for me it was a lot better the second time. My son Joshua did not like the movie at all. Connie loved the movie. So, how about you guys? Was it what you thought? Was it what you...
I'll go first. I'm a movie buff, and I'm a 30-minute pre-movie buff. I see the whole leading up to the movie because I want seats that'll make my viewing comfortable. What row did we sit on when we finally got to the theater? What was the first row we sat on when we got to the theater?
Well, surprisingly, there was lots of seats taken, so
Not surprisingly.
What row did we sit on?
First.
We sat on the front row.
Front row.
When we got there.
No.
And because we did not get there when I wanted to get there, but that conversation's for another time. So fortunately,
That's when Davis isn't in the room.
3 people behind us moved. I think they chose to split up. I think mom and daughter went to 2 seats higher up, and the dad went to a seat. So I quickly jumped back 3 rows, and it made a big difference.
Wait a
Jumped back
second.
just 1 row. So we sat on the second row and watched this movie.
You
Total difference.
jumped over seats in a movie theater, David.
I jumped from side to side.
Okay, all
From
right.
side to side. But
Boy, that's
But-
hard to see a movie on the
but-
second row.
But I like I said, Terry fell asleep. She did not see the sword in the stone. She did. She said, "How did they get the crown?" I said, "They didn't really get the crown. They had to give it back." But then the sword got pulled. What sword? Uh-oh. How much did I miss?
Wait, Terry fell asleep during the movie?
Well, to look up at the screen, we had to lean back, and they were very comfortable recliner seats. I wish we'd gone to the theater where you reserve seats, but I bet they were all sold out. So we went to another theater. It was closer, but so she fell asleep just a little bit. But it was, I don't know, it was okay. It's my third favorite of the other. I'll watch it again certainly.
I
But
think
it's my
you'll like
third
it
favorite
better
of
the
the
second
three.
time.
Yeah.
I really do. Plus, when you're sitting on the second row, you have to look over to your left and look over to your right in order to see stuff. You don't see everything all at once.
Well, we were on the end, so that did help that we were looking basically in one direction. So that wasn't as
Wow.
bad. So,
Not only were
You had
you in
big
the
eyes,
very
you would
front,
it would be easy.
you were on the
All
second, on the end.
I was on the last seat on the end. I gave them the closer end seats, and
Yeah.
I took the last seat.
They should give you money back for those seats. That's horrible, David.
Yeah.
How about you, Drew? Was it what you were hoping, or had you not really hyped it up, or what?
Well, I think I might have hyped it up a little bit too. I feel like a lot of the humor was missed on even me because I'm not like a child of the '60s. So a lot of the music jokes I didn't really get.
Mhm.
Like the guys with the long hair dancing. I knew that was a song, but I just didn't know what it was.
Apparently, it was from the musical Hair or something.
Oh, okay, let's see. Now that makes sense.
No, I'm serious because I saw it in the end credits.
Oh, okay. So
Otherwise-
I enjoyed it. There was definitely, I think I liked the first two better than I did the third one. Like it was some parts that were kind of, awkward, I guess, in a sense. It was like they were trying to get a
Yeah.
laugh, but
Yeah, yeah,
it didn't roll off that way.
yeah.
But we liked it. We like you said, we went to the Monaco, so we picked seats on row G, which is right in the middle of the theater, right in the middle of the row, and
Yeah.
we enjoyed it.
We really good dads think ahead.
That's right.
It wasn't
Stay-
Dad's fault. That's all I got to say.
Oh.
And then we'll go from there. Dad got his tickets on Fandango way in advance, but getting there was another option altogether.
Wow.
Hey, tell them what happened to the guy beside us that we were watching. What happened when the movie was over? Tell him what
He
happened.
fell asleep
Didn't he?
during the half of the movie.
Wow. So he missed the
Wow.
whole last half of the movie.
He did. We were sitting there watching the end credits, and we looked over, and he's hunched over snoring.
Yeah.
Griffin's like, he's asleep.
All right. So basically, the minions keep getting villains, and then for a period of 1,000 years or something, they just live in a cave. Is that
Don't
what we
age.
got? Is that what we got out of it? Right?
I didn't keep track of the years, but
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
was after.
Went after Napoleon.
Yeah, it was after
Until
Napoleon.
the '60s.
So I don't know when Napoleon was. When was
I would say
Napoleon?
it was after BC, so I wouldn't say 1,000 years. It was probably the 1700s, I would think.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. So 300 years they.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds
Yes.
of years they are in a cave.
Yes.
And then Kevin decides, I'm going to do something about this. And goes out. Yeah, I guess I like the whole premise of the movie, and I wasn't expecting it to end with Gru. I didn't know that they were going to show us how they met Gru. I really like that. So I'd really like to see some earlier Gru. Like the next movie, some of the stuff that he
Second
stole.
Minions.
Yeah, some of the stuff he stole from Las Vegas. The Statue of Liberty.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the Arnold Schwarzenegger version
Right.
of
So Napoleon's demise was April of 1814. So if that's when he got hit by the cannonball.
Oh, wow, they weren't in there very long at all.
Last about 150 years, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. But anyway, but I did like how the movie took us to where they met Gru. Gru was a pleasant surprise for me. I personally had not had that spoiled. Did any of y'all have that spoiled?
No.
No, but I kinda
wasn't
expected it.
either.
Yeah. Well, after seeing Professor Nero, what's his name? The professor.
Defario.
Defario, thank you. After seeing him, I expected to see. Well, Davis said he saw Gru, so yeah, I expected to see Gru at the end of it.
Yeah. Well,
because you couldn't leave him hanging.
Right. All right. Well,
although I'm sorry, how they left it hanging, I think would have made a better movie than what we saw, and I'll talk about that later. Because I would have
talk about it now because I don't know what else to talk about.
Well,
so.
what I didn't like about this movie was that they didn't give any background to Scarlet or any of the other villains that we saw. We saw Gru's background, and we saw Nacho Libre, whatever his name was. We saw his background. We saw him lift up the North Pole. We saw what he did. We don't know anything that Scarlet did. To me, she wasn't interesting. Her was more interesting than she was. And that couple, the family in the car, they were the most interesting family I thought in the whole movie.
Yeah, they were awesome.
We got their whole background. All we got from Scarlet was, Sandra Bullock was okay, but to me, it wasn't enough. What I would have rather seen was the Minions pull off a major coup for a villain, and somehow the villain gets Napoleon Bonaparted, taken out. So there's these great minions that all the bad guys want to work for them.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I would have rather seen bad guys going to the minions, begging them to work for them and showing what they could do, because it's the interaction that we like with the minions. It's not the minions and the minions. It's the minions.
I agree.
So I thought that would have been a better movie. So they could actually make they could now because they're with Gru. But I just thought that focusing so much on one villain that we saw no back history of, just that she was the greatest villain in the world, she was a female, yada yada. She had a great dress. It was a spaceship, but other than that, we didn't really know anything about her.
Right. Drew, if you go back and listen to our recent movie talks episodes,
yes,
we did Die Hard, we did
Summersby.
Summersby, Super 8. A very common theme is David likes to rewrite movies. Isn't it, David?
Indeed. If I don't like it, I'm rewriting it.
It is such a common theme. David will go, now, I would rewrite the movie like this. This is what I would have liked to have seen.
Did you like the movie? Yeah, I like the movie because I like this and this. Well, that's not in the movie. Well, that's how I imagine the movie.
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
That's awesome. So you wish they'd had more backstory on the Scarlet. Well, they did show in the magazines that she had stolen the original ruby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree, Griffin. Wow.
Anything else before we get to my quiz? Anything else y'all want to say about the movie? It'll be our shortest movie talk episode ever. Not right now. Okay. David, do you have anything else? Do you have any? David, do you have any IMDb trivia? I purposely didn't go there because I knew you would.
Did you recognize the narrator at the beginning?
No, I didn't.
That was Captain Barbossa, Jeffrey Rush from Pirates of the Caribbean.
All right. What else did you get from IMDb?
Go ahead.
From the movie, I would expect another way for them to get those suits.
What suits?
Oh, they're overalls?
Overalls, yeah.
So now your son's rewriting movies. They should have written this scene like so. So, Davis, what would have been a better way for them to get the suits?
Someone made them specially equipped or something.
I think if one of the minions had no, but they would have made them better over the years. So if someone would have patched together a torn up clothing or something and made a multicolored overall, that would have been cool. And then they just turned it into one denim overall.
Oh, okay.
See, you're coming across. It's not as good a movie now, is it?
That's just a normal one. Normal baby size one.
Come on over to the dark side.
Yeah.
I did notice the minion goggles. They got better over the time.
That was cute.
Gloss.
They were wooden at some points, and that was pretty funny. They were made of seaweed and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Their eyes must be very sensitive.
Yes.
They always need goggles.
David, any more IMDb facts, fun facts about the movie?
There's not a whole lot of them yet because the movie just came out, but it did finish number one, of course, like 110 million. It finished behind, I want to say Shrek 3 was like the number one animated movie. But, yeah, I mean for an opening weekend type thing. But it was of course number one. It's going to be number one for a while. I mean kids are going to love it. So if you're wondering if you can take your kid to it, take them to it. They're going to love it. They're going to laugh.
Yeah.
So.
All right, are y'all ready for the Minion quiz?
I think so.
All right.
Yes.
There is a total point value of 33 points.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of questions.
That's a lot of points.
All right. Hold on. Let me find my pen. I don't have one. All right, y'all gonna have to keep track of your own points.
Thanks.
Man.
Wait, let's see.
All right, we've got 20 so far. So
No, you've got
We've
two.
got 34.
Dadgummit, let me text my wife
I
to
will
bring
get
me.
all that, I think.
All right, what was your theory? Davis has a theory while you're doing that.
Text
What was your theory?
Nathan, please bring me a
I have a
pen.
theory of why they need the goggles.
Oh, Davis has a theory of why they need the goggles.
I'll send your message.
Okay.
Yes, Siri. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Do
Davis.
not need my permission to say it.
All right, hold on. Davis actually has something to say about the movie instead of your phone talking back to you. He wants to talk about the movie for a second. So.
I have a theory that the minions need the goggles because they're used to their eyes in the water, because in the start they're in the water and they don't have goggles.
It's a good theory. So the goggles capture the water and keeps their.
That's probably why they have big eyes.
Oh, so you think they've got water in those goggles?
Wow.
That's pretty deep because I think because they don't have goggles underwater. They don't have goggles until they come out of the water.
But it was made of seaweed.
But it was made of seaweed. You're right. So it's almost like a goldfish coming, or a fish coming out of the ocean. It can't come out of the ocean without a bowl of water. It's got to bring its water with it. So, dude, you're like smarter than me. That's
Wow.
great.
That was pretty awesome.
One spit out water with two.
This is my son, Nathan. He's 21.
Yep.
Nathan, what did you think of the Minion movie?
Well, I really liked it. My favorite part was when we saw Gru, because I was sitting next to people that didn't see Gru. I was like, "There's Gru!"
At the VillainCon or at the end?
At the VillaCon or at the end?
At the VillaCon.
Yep, Davis saw him too. Yeah.
When I saw
Davis
the freeze
saw him,
ray.
too.
I was
Did
doing
you
the same
see
thing
him
with Dad.
Yeah, tell him I saw Nefario and he saw Gru. Yeah.
David saw Nefario and Davis saw Gru.
I didn't see Nefario.
He was doing the freeze gun.
But yeah, I saw the freeze ray, and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta look for Gru," and then I saw Gru, so I was really happy.
I saw both.
All right, take Pepper with you.
Pepper, come on, doggy.
Bye, Pepper.
Does he already have the salt?
Bye, dog. This pen better work. Okay, it works. Are you ready?
So
Yeah.
are you keeping score now?
Yes.
Keep our own score. Okay.
And y'all must not answer yet. You have to get your answer in your head, and then, okay. So no cheating.
So don't blurt out the answer.
That's right.
This spans all three movies. All right.
Is that why you asked if we watched the other movies to prepare?
This is worth. Apparently, y'all have watched them a lot more than me. This is worth 2 points. Which minion was shrunk by the shrink ray? Which minion was shrunk by the shrink ray? Just raise your hand when you have the answer. This was in the first movie.
Guess. We can guess.
No, don't guess out loud. David, are you ready? David, are you ready?
Davis would be ready because I have no idea.
All right.
He would have to guess.
Drew and Griffin, are you ready?
I have no idea. So
hold
it's gonna
on.
be a guess.
Are you ready?
Okay, but do you have your guess? You can't
All right,
guess.
Davis has a guess. Yeah.
All right, Davis, who is it?
Stewart.
Okay, Griffin, who is it?
Kevin.
It was Kevin.
Yes.
All right.
Wow, I remember being the tall one. Cool.
Drew and David. Drew has 2 points.
Sweet. Good job.
Next question. This is worth 5 points. It is a bonus question.
Ooh.
How tall was Kevin after he was shrunk? How tall was Kevin after he was shrunk?
Huge.
No, after he was shrunk.
After you shrunk.
This is in the first movie. How tall was he?
Hold on.
All right. Here we go, David or Davis.
You know.
Like a few inches.
Well, don't say it out loud. You gotta let them know when you're ready to guess.
2 inches.
All right,
Okay,
2
I guess
inches. Griffin.
This is 2 inches.
You get a guess?
3 inches.
Ooh.
He was 6 centimeters.
Oh man.
Oh, no
Wow,
one.
that's small.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
Kevin.
small. All right, third question. Which
Have they
minion?
grown ones?
Which minion was made into a glow stick?
What?
This is worth 2 points. In the first movie, which minion was made into a glow stick? Remember, he popped them and then he shook them, and then he glowed and they went down into the. Yeah. Do you remember which minion it was? These first ones were really hard, by the way.
No kidding. Yeah,
Well,
because the last
only-
12 or 15 times that movie's played in this house, I wasn't watching it. So.
Exactly.
There's only 5 minion names, so you might as well name one of the 5 names. All right, Griffin, we'll let you go first.
It's okay to guess.
Just name one of them. Just name one of them.
Stuart.
Okay, Davis?
Dave.
The answer was Stuart.
Yeah!
Good guess.
I keep getting points.
It's good.
Yeah.
That was my second
The
guess.
score right
gonna
now
be-
is
Shit.
Drew and Griffin 4 points. David and Davis 0 points.
Excuse me, we have 2 points.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You started with 2.
We're
Griffin
probably
just
going to
asked-
need them desperately just to stay on the board.
Griffin just asked his dad, "What do we get?"
Actually, it's Griffin 4 points, Davis and David
Yeah.
2 points.
Exactly.
All right, bonus question. Bonus question. Which minion picked Stuart up and shook him to make him glow? Which minion picked him up? This is worth 5 points.
We'll go first. When Griffin's ready.
All right, Davis is going first. Which one is it?
Dave.
Go speak up.
Dave.
Dave. Okay. Griffin or
Kevin.
Drew.
Kevin.
Both of you are incorrect. It was Jerry.
Jerry.
That's not one of the 5 minion names.
Well, that's who it was.
That's
Seinfeld.
answer
According
choice.
to my wife, who read all this
That's
to me off of
true.
Pinterest.
Where's
All
the
right.
multiple guess?
All right, here we go. If you get it right without guessing, without using multiple choice, if you just straight out answer it, you get 5 points. Okay? If you need multiple choice, then it's worth 2 points. Stuart is how many centimeters tall? Stuart is how many centimeters tall?
1.
Hold on. Centimeters are really tiny.
Remember, Kevin was shrunk to 6 centimeters.
So that's when he was tiny.
Right, so how tall is Stuart?
A normal size.
Dude, that beast stuff.
Hold on.
I will give you a hint. You must answer in centimeters. Does anybody just want to throw out a number? If you get it, you get 5 points.
You
All right,
ready?
Griffin,
All right.
1.
1 centimeter, shorter than Kevin when he was shrunk. All right,
I would
Davis
say
or David? Davis, they're over there calculating on paper, Drew.
That's right. Got a calculator out?
I think
say it. Just say it.
60 centimeters.
60 centimeters. You are both incorrect. Here is your multiple choice worth 2 points. A, 94 centimeters. B, 65 centimeters. C, 105 centimeters. Or D, 75 centimeters. So 94, 65, 105, or 75.
Who write that down?
No, just pick one.
Oh.
64, I'm sorry, 94, 65, 105, or 75. Davis?
I think 75.
All right, he thinks 75.
What do you think?
Griffin?
95.
We're 94.
94.
Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is 94.
At least I got us 2
Drew
points.
and Griffin are killing it. Drew
Excuse
and
me,
Griffin are
Griffin
killing
is
it.
killing it.
Exactly.
Griffin is killing it.
I'm totally being serious.
Is it worth 5?
That was worth 2 points. Drew and Griffin have 6 points. David and Davis have 2 points.
I think you're being very nice to let the little guy win.
All right. Davis
That's a good
does not.
sport.
Davis does not look like he's happy about this at all.
So now Dwayne finally found someone that can beat David in a game. Since Dwayne can't do it.
All right. Which minion was made to drink anti-gravity solution and is currently orbiting the Earth?
What is that?
Remember in the first movie, he drank anti-gravity stuff and he floated out the top. And then at the end of the movie, when they were going out, he was still up there.
You remember the minion that's in space?
Yeah.
Hold on.
When the music stops, everybody has to guess unless you're ready beforehand. All right, guesses must be made. We'll start with Griffin.
I don't know what you mean.
No, which one was floating in space? What was his name?
First movie.
Davis, do you have an answer?
Stewart.
Okay. Griffin, do you have an answer?
Kevin?
I'm sorry, boys. It's Bob.
Oh man.
Where's our multiple guess?
There was not a multiple guess on that one.
You're slacking off.
If you get this one right, this is for the adults. If you get this one right, it's worth 5 points. If you need multiple choice, it's worth 2.
Okay.
Who is the voice? Who is the voice of the Minions?
Oh.
I know.
If you had stayed and watched the.
I know what role he plays, but I don't know his
I
name.
think I know.
All right. Does anybody want to guess, or you just want me to give you multiple choice?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it Alfaro Ladner, Pierre Coffin, Gabriel Coffin, or Alfaro Pierre?
All right, I have my answer.
All right. Drew?
Yes.
All right. David, who do you think?
It's the second one.
Pierre Coffin. Drew?
That was what I was going to go with.
He's
You
the
are
director.
both correct.
Haha.
Both got 2 points. True or false? And everybody said, yay.
Yay.
In Despicable Me, the Minions' teeth are slightly crooked, while in Despicable Me 2, they are aligned. True or false?
Don't say it out loud.
Think about it.
In the first movie, their teeth were crooked. In the second movie, they were not. True or false?
No, because he'll still hear you on the microphone.
Guesses in, please.
False.
Griffin says false. Davis?
We'll say true just to give a chance at getting points.
The answer is true.
Oh man.
Ah!
Go! Thanks, Griffin.
The score is now 8-4. Drew and Griffin are winning.
I only got 4? I got 2 for the last question.
Well, okay. Let me go ahead and give you your two bonus points.
I'm counting on them bonus questions.
All right. The score is 8-6. All right. How many natural hairstyles do the Minions have? How many
my
natural hairstyles do the Minions have?
Oh, no, there's a lot more than that.
There's
Y'all are so competitive. This is awesome. All right, I need answers. We're going to let David and Davis go first. How many natural hairstyles do the Minions have?
Natural.
Natural hairstyles.
I would say...
The buzzer went off a long time ago, David and
No,
Davis.
it's more than 2.
Guys, hello.
No, it's more than that.
People are in their cars yelling at you right now. Well,
We'll say
come on.
8.
8.
8. All right. Drew and Griffin.
5.
The answer is 5.
Yeah!
Oh, Davis was going to say 4. I was way off.
They are sprout. They got the little sprout, spiked, a middle part, a comb back, and bald. Those are your 5. Got it? Everybody got it? Everybody understand? Everybody happy with the answer?
Wait, but what about the
Mm-hmm.
look
Davis
at
and
Dave's hairstyle?
Davis and Dave are not happy right now. Drew and Griffin are
Mommy,
all smiles.
Dan. Which one is that?
What? Whose?
Hold
Bob
on.
is bald, right? I don't
No,
remember.
hold on. That's all right. Sorry.
You want me
I'm
to show you?
confused now.
All right, let's look at the picture.
No.
In
That's
this
okay.
picture, you
Nervous.
have the sprout and the part in the middle and the bald.
Bald.
Those are
Bob
those
is
are
bald.
3.
Right.
Those are 3. All right, true or false? Tall minions all have the same haircut. True or false? Tall minions all have the same haircut.
We'll go first.
Drew and Griffin, do you have your answer?
You ready?
David and Davis want to go first, but I want to make sure y'all have your answer.
Well, they went first last time, so I mean, if they want to change their
No,
answer.
I know, but I want to make sure. But
Oh,
Drew and
gotcha.
Griffin, do you know your answer? Do you know your answer? All right. David and Davis. All tall minions all have the same haircut. True or false?
True.
True.
All right, Drew and Griffin.
False.
Drew, do you have an opinion?
No, I was going with false.
The answer is true.
Oh man.
Chickens.
The score is now Drew and Griffin 10, David and Davis 8.
Oh man.
Close.
Wow, that's closer than I thought we were. Thank goodness for them bonus points.
True or false? One-eyed minions are rarely tall. True or false? One-eyed minions are rarely tall. In other words, they're usually short.
Look at first.
Well, we'll see who wants to go first.
All right, here we go. Who got the points last time?
We did. They can go first.
All right. Drew and Griffin. One-eyed minions are rarely tall, or better said, are usually short.
False.
Agreed.
All right. David and Davis.
True.
The answer is true. We have a tie.
Oh, I thought it.
Drew, are you influencing him? You need to let Griffin answer this
I
question.
know. I need to get out of it. I'm messing it up.
Yeah, Griffin's getting a little irritated with his dad right now. Griffin, are you upset with your father? Look at him. He's so innocent and happy and nice. He's such a good little boy. All right, the score is 10-10, and there are two more questions and a bonus.
Oh man.
It is a tight race, my friends. How many fingers do the minions have on each hand?
I know that one.
Does everybody know this one? You may not look either.
Okay. I know.
All right, David and Davis, you may go first.
3.
Drew and Griffin?
3.
The answer is 3.
Woohoo!
For 2 points. Y'all are still tied 12-12. This is the last question before the bonus question. Do minions need to breathe oxygen to live? Do minions need to breathe oxygen to live? This one's going to take a little bit of thought. Little science, never hurt anybody. Do minions need to breathe oxygen to live? David and Davis have their microphone muted. This is serious business right here.
I wanted to talk about it in our cone of silence. Because he knew the answer, but I wanted to make sure he really knew the answer.
All right, well, let's. Who wants to go first?
Go for it.
Me.
All right. What's
Okay,
yours?
Griffin, do they
I'm
need
asking-
oxygen to live?
How many?
No. It can. Do they need to breathe air?
Do they need oxygen?
No.
No. And David and Davis?
No.
The answer is no!
Oh,
Pressure.
God.
After all, Bob is living in space right now.
That's
how we
very
knew it.
true.
That's how I knew it.
And they started out underwater.
And they started out underwater. Although
That's
fish,
what it was for me.
fish do
Underwater.
breathe oxygen. They get the oxygen out of the water. So the answer
Still
is
no.
because of the space. Yeah, I know, but the answer is because of space.
Gotcha.
All right. You all are both tied at 14 points.
That is too much pressure.
10-point bonus question.
Ooh.
If you both get this correct, then there is an additional way to get points. All right?
Oh, I want to get it tied now.
So why is it worth 10? It might as well be worth 1. Because if whoever gets it right
Because
is gonna win.
you could have come back. I mean, technically, if you hadn't figured out my favorite
Okay.
character early on in the show, you would be behind by 2 points. But the fact that you are my best friend and know me very well gave you an unfair advantage over Drew, and
That's
so
right.
therefore you are now tied. Drew could argue that that's not fair
Whatever.
if he really wants Griffin to be a winner. All right.
Hey, Griffin's carrying me right now, so I have.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the true or false question. Minions speak a mixture of Spanish, English, French, and Italian, with additional elements of Swedish and Korean. I'll say it again. True or false? Minions speak a mixture of Spanish, English, French, and Italian, with additional elements of Swedish and Korean. Or is it all just gibberish?
So the question is it true that it's a mixture of all those?
No. I'm sorry. No. It's one of those tricky true or false. Minions speak a mixture of Spanish, English, French, and Italian with additional elements of Swedish and Korean. That is not an either or.
Okay.
It could be true, or one of them could throw it off.
So if it has all of those.
Then it's true. If it does not, then it's false. All right, we will let David and Davis go first.
Well, because I read, well, I don't want to influence their guess.
Well, wait. Would you like more time for your cone of silence? Here we go.
So if one or two of those languages is wrong, it would be
Then the
false.
answer is false. Yeah,
False,
just like
yeah.
those pesky true or false questions on your science test. They are still talking about it, Drew and Griffin.
I'm willing
What
to
languages did
silence.
what languages did you hear? I know you heard at least 2.
Oh, I know I heard. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't want to influence their answer either.
Yes. The battle is vicious, and the
All
one
right,
person
Davis has
watching us
decided that he
live.
wants to let them go first.
Oh no! All right, tell you what, I will.
How nice of you.
I will. Do y'all want me to randomly select who goes first?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
It's going to be us because I know him and I don't trust him, so it's going to be us. You know that.
All right, David and Davis. Which hand am I holding the pen in? My right or my left?
I'll let you choose.
If you get it right,
I'm
then
looking
you
at
get to choose.
sleeves. They're different.
What? What do you say?
You said your sleeves are different.
We want to say your right hand.
Left.
Yours left? I said it's right. Okay, you pick. That's his left hand, you know.
Oh,
So you say that hand.
Yeah.
All right, we'll both say your right hand.
your.
Okay.
Right hand.
Oh, we couldn't see it because it popped up.
So that means y'all get to go first.
That means we picked that you guys go first.
All right,
Well, I tell you
Drew,
right now, Davis wants to play for the tie, so he's probably going to pick the same thing that y'all picked.
Drew and Griffin. Why do you want to play for the tie? That's no
'Cause
fun.
he likes the questions. He likes the questions.
Oh, okay. Drew and Griffin. True or false?
Do you think it has all those languages in it?
Or am I one of those mean science teachers that just has one of them off?
You think it does? All right. You carried me this whole way.
Go for it, Griffin. You're the man.
I think all of them.
So true.
So-
True. Griffin says true.
I read that it was like Spanish, English, like 3 or 4 languages, not all of them. But I think Davis wants to play for the tie, so he's probably going to say true as well.
True.
The answer is
It's
false.
not all of those. It's not the last 2, right?
All right. Now,
What's the answer?
there are 6 languages. All right?
Okay.
So that's why they speak differently.
That's right.
Which one do you think is wrong? Spanish, English, French, and Italian, Swedish, and Korean. Which one is wrong? We'll make this worth 2 points, and then I will tell you which one's wrong, and then you tell me which language goes in its place.
Ooh,
And that'll be another 2 points. So which one is wrong? You've got Spanish, English, French, and Italian, Swedish, and Korean. Which one is wrong?
We're not getting out of this with a tie.
Me. I know.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, no.
I don't have any more questions, Davis. So
I don't think he wants us to have a tie.
no, I don't have any more questions other than this. So.
This is intense.
All right, y'all already have your answer. Now,
Davis has an
David
answer,
and
yeah.
Davis. One
What?
thing I've noticed y'all are doing is you're changing your answer after you hear Drew and Griffin. I don't want y'all to do that. Y'all have your answer and then you answer whatever your answer was.
Why are
Okay.
you such an old man with sunglasses that won't let people steal the crown? Gosh, you're such a fuddy.
I don't know.
He wants to keep playing with Griff. What is your problem? Just because you got
I don't have any more
teenagers
questions.
drive around, you don't have any more young kids. Get over it. These two kids want to keep playing. So, no, he has an answer. He's
All right, David and Davis, go first because Griffin doesn't know how to cheat. I'm just kidding, Davis. You're not cheating. Go ahead,
What
David and Davis.
Don't cry, Davis. Don't cry. It's
No,
okay.
I
He didn't
mean-
call you a cheater.
And also what to.
I hope you'll be
switch
able
it
to sleep tonight. So we have to pick a language you did not mention but
with.
put in.
Okay.
No. Which one is wrong?
Which
All
one?
right, which one is wrong of the ones that he said?
Spanish, English, French,
Go ahead and
Italian,
say it.
Swedish, or Korean? Which one's wrong?
Go ahead, say it. Say yours.
Swedish.
Okay, Davis says Swedish.
Let's go with. You want to go with the other one? Or you want to play for the tie?
You are supposed to already have your answer. You're going to pull a Davis on us. Okay, so you're going to say Swedish also, right?
You want the Swedish?
Swedish.
Now what?
That is
Oh,
correct.
Way
Hey!
to go, boys.
All right.
You got it wrong.
So what is the language instead of Swedish? What do you think?
Oh, what do I think? Is it
Run through the list again.
You got Spanish, English, French, Italian, blank, and Korean. So they are never speaking gibberish. I didn't realize this.
Yeah, I
They're
knew
never
that.
speaking gibberish.
I thought it was just those first 3 or 4, though. I didn't know it was Korean.
That
and
is
something else,
crazy.
too.
Well, the last 2 are just additional elements. It's not like
So we have to pick another. Let's see.
another language.
Well,
Y'all
give us a
are
hint.
tied.
Is it another Asian country?
It's not in the Americas.
So it's not English.
really good hint?
Or Spanish.
Or Spanish.
Or Canadian.
Davis wants to go on mute.
Okay, I will give you a hint. Gosh. It is a major place. Country, something. It's
All right,
major.
So it's not Spanish.
It's
not
like
Italian.
when you're playing Risk, you want this place on the board. It's worth 7 points on Risk. they both, y'all listen. They both have their microphones muted. This is serious business here.
All right, I think we're ready.
All right, so we're ready. Based on that Risk clue.
Yes, that.
Y'all are gonna end up tying this thing. It's
Say
gonna
that
end up
same
being a tie, and I'm gonna have to.
I know.
All right. Here we go. Griffin, you're first.
Okay.
No
Russia.
changing your answers, David and Davis. Griffin says Russia or Russian.
Russian.
David and Davis.
Russian.
Russian. The answer is Russian.
Because it's the biggest plot on the Risk board that you want to do.
We keep getting ties.
All right, just a second. Let me go to my history. There were several questions that I did
We don't
not.
need a tiebreaker. Just leave it in a tie. Since I know you don't have any parting gifts for us.
You sure you don't want me to? Let me see.
I think
Hold
you
on.
should leave it in a tie.
How about you should
Why
make
are
it
the evil minions purple?
Do you know? Oh,
muted?
confidence here.
Oh, he knows.
I
Y'all know?
know.
Why is it?
Griffin.
I know.
Why Griffin?
Because they put purple potion in them.
That's right. What's your answer, Davis?
He had the same thing.
Because it did the same with the villain.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah,
it's the opposite. It's the opposite color of yellow.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Can you tell me the minion word for thank you?
Ooh.
That's a good one, isn't it?
You know it?
We're going mute here.
Minion word for thank you.
We know.
All right. Just a second.
Okay, we're ready.
All right, Griffin knows. Go ahead, Griffin.
Gracias.
Gracias. Nice. Davis.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Can you?
In the movie, we
phonetically-
thought they said something that sounded like "thank you."
But I can't understand what he's saying.
He's
Thank you.
saying it like a minion. Thank you.
Okay, phonetically say it because you're close, but I gotta make sure you're doing it right.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's saying thank.
Yeah.
You.
Thank
Okay, no, it's tank you.
you.
Tank.
You. Okay.
Do you know how they say I'm sorry? Do you know how they say I'm sorry?
Okay, no points for this one.
Mm-mm.
What do you think?
Beto! Beto! I just told you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's how they say sorry.
All right, so y'all tied. Hello is
Woo!
hello. All right, I guess we're done.
No.
Oh, we did great.
Ask the adults the question.
You did great.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think
Don't-
we're done.
Yeah.
I don't have any more questions, and y'all ended up tying.
I'll take it.
All right. Hey, if you enjoy our podcast, please consider using our Amazon banners on our website to start your shopping on Amazon. It's a great place to do it. stwdd.com/Amazon. And it's for a couple of dollars a month, you can become a D&D patron. All kinds of good little goodies for you that do that. We have a Facebook group, facebook.com/group/MTWDD for Movie Talk with D&D. And check out our other podcast, which is what, Griffin? This is for the win. This is for the win.
Survivor Talk.
Yeah, we have a winner.
With D&D.
Oh, another winner.
Tie again.
Still tie.
Tie again.
All right, so I got one last question for Dwayne.
Oh, great.
What other movie creatures inspired the Minions?
The other movie creatures that inspired the Minions.
When you need hints, I'll give you hints.
One of them were the Ewoks.
But it's not the right answer.
I thought of that one too.
But you're in the right movie. You're in the right franchise.
That is that is it.
Hey, what's my?
It's not the Ewoks.
What's
Not
my
from what I read.
The little
Not from what I read.
munchkin dudes that were...
Where is it?
When I get a text, what's it do?
No, you're talking about the furry little fur
Yeah, the
balls.
little furry guys.
No, it wasn't them.
My daddy's phone goes, oh, teeny, when he gets a text.
What is that?
The Jawas, right?
The Jawas. Drew gets the points. Good job, Drew.
Booyah.
So Dwayne finishes with 0. Griffin and Davis are tied. Drew gets 2, and I get 2 from the bonus points. Sorry, Dwayne. You're
It's the story of my life. All right, check out our other podcast, Survivor Talk with D&D. Our next movie talk podcast is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. We will not have our boys with us for that one.
No.
We are planning on doing a Star Wars one whenever the new Star Wars comes out, which I am planning on seeing that at midnight. Is anybody else planning on doing that?
December, right?
Yeah, anybody else planning on
No.
doing that?
Not midnight.
Are you serious, David?
But I'll be reserving seats. You can bet on that.
Wow, I'm surprised
I'm
you
not
won't.
saying-
Second row seats for you.
No, I'm not going to see it at midnight because I'll be asleep.
I got to tell you something. There's somebody's, I can hear myself for some reason. Seeing a movie like Star Wars on opening night with all the radical fans at midnight, the whole energy in the theater is totally different. It is amazing.
Yeah.
It is so much fun. All right, y'all. Thanks again for listening, everybody. That's all I got. How about you, Drew? You got anything else?
Nope, I'm good. I'm impressed with Griffin. He did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
Griffin's the man.
You
Griffin,
rocked it, bud. Good job.
Griffin, do you have any final words?
What do you mean?
You got anything you want to say?
Tell us something you love about your daddy.
But I get to play with him.
Awesome.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. All right, it was fun. David, do you have any final words?
Nope,
I do.
I'm good.
Davis?
Oh, you do?
Any final words, Davis?
Well, for Star Wars, I never would have expected it to make another movie.
Oh. You weren't expecting a number 7.
Oh,
Cool.
for Star
He's super
Wars.
excited. We've watched the trailer many, many, many times.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched the behind the scenes trailer?
Yes.
Okay. Davis, what would you like to say about your father? Nothing. Nice.
It's always good to have fun playing on our console, even when he doesn't like the game.
Right.
You're such a good daddy.
You're a good sport.
It's one of those
Oh.
strap games, too.
David, you
Yes.
never explained to us why you're wearing a Batman hat and Superman shirt.
Because the best thing I saw, movie-wise, this weekend was the newest trailer for Batman and Superman.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yes.
That reminds me. I seem to recall that I said after the last Superman movie how crazy ridiculous it was of how much damage Superman did to the city. Right? And that was my biggest complaint, and y'all were like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's the whole reason Batman hates the guy.
Exactly. That's the story.
So
That's what
I was right.
I wasn't denying that he was destroying the city.
Oh, now it's story.
I was just saying that was part of the storyline. This is just part of the storyline that this is following. You're exactly right. This is what leads to the next movie.
And what's with Batman having glowing eyes? Come on.
Part of the suit.
This is not your father's Batman. So what it is. This is the new line. Just like these 2 books I got back here, the Injustice series. That is a different Batman. It's not the same one. So anyway.
All right. All right, everybody. It's been fun. Thank you for listening. We will see you later. Bye. Everybody say bye.
Bye.